social get together, and there's a gaggle of Amandas there. And he was like, "Hey, Amanda," and then, like all 5 or 10 of them look at me sometimes. They're like, "Shut up!" He does that all the time. Just don't pay any attention to him. He's like that all the time. That's true, man. I find it funny, but anyway. Bottom line is, working in the rain increases my season, right? So it's not like working in the rain, like with the whippersnipper, it doesn't matter. The only thing you can't really do in the rain is cut grass or paint. You know what I mean? I'm on the whippersnipper 99% of the time, right? So that's kind of good for me. Because like most people, like I say, have their lawnmower, they don't have the whippersnipper. You could make a living just with a whippersnipper. I'm telling you guys, if you don't know what to do in life and you're like, okay, well, I got to make money. Start off about $25 an hour. And a nice truck. Looks like my buddy's truck, but without the dents. 1 week before he pays, 1 week after he pays off his truck, he jackknifes the trailer into the fender, the back half of the truck there, and big breaking dent. I'm like, take it easy on my future truck. Poor buddy of mine. But anyway, yeah, it's like the rain. There's so much you can do in the rain. Like whippersnipper, like I say, is no problem. Chainsaw, no problem. I mean, it's probably not great for your equipment, but for as often as you do work in the rain, it's inconsequential. So, like, your chainsaw, I wouldn't leave my chainsaw out in the rain, but working with it in the rain, it's not going to rust anymore or anything like that, as long as your oiler's working good. My goal for June is to get the chainsaw pants, the cat dog, the pulp hooks, and the mini chainsaw. But man, I tell you, that pole arm chainsaw the other day when I was clearing the side of the hill would have been one hell of a tool to have. Like, it's looks like some more big branches broke in that tree. Like with the pole arm chainsaw, you think branches like in trees like that or whatever, pruning and stuff like that. You don't think of clearing the side of a hill, an embankment that's goes up, say 10, 15 feet or whatever, where you could stand at the bottom of the hill and just go like this, cut all the brush. I mean, it would be such a dandy thing. So next time I go into the still shop, which might be tomorrow, just to look at stuff. Can't buy anything yet. But just to see, just to hold it, because like as soon as you hold a tool like that, it's kind of like, okay, yeah, it's going to work for me. No, it's not going to work for me. You get it, and it's like, okay, it's like a floppy fish. Okay, it only works straight up and down. Okay, no, that's going to be strictly for branches. The pole arm saws, those things, I didn't realize how expensive they actually are. They start from about $80 up, and they can go up to $1,000 for a extending pole arm saw. But those ones extend, the $1,000 ones extend to something like 27 feet. When you think about it, 27 feet, okay, that's pretty high. That's like almost up to the third level of branches there. Like that's, and if you stand on a ladder on top of that, see some branches fell there in the storm. The wind we got the other day from a storm we got about a week ago, and today it was heavy rain and the thunderstorm, but not a lot of wind, which is good, knock wood. But the guy I know, named Perry, what he does is we have, like, on Facebook, you have your like job market, your flea market, marketplace kind of stuff. Well, you got that, plus you've got Pretty much every small town will do this, like a municipal web page, or you'll have like a town enthusiast web page, and he just basically advertises on that. Like when I worked there was a company I worked for, and the way they did their advertising, they never advertised on TV or radio. They said it wasn't cost effective. They said flyers was a better deal because people would go on a mailing list, and you basically, you're sending your advertisement directly to the people that use your service, right? And that's kind of the best case scenario. The problem with that is you don't expand your potential customer base or whatever. So the sure thing is to have a sign up list, whether it's in a store or online or whatever, and people sign up and then they get your brochure or whatever, and then that way you're only sending the brochures really to the people who really want it, right? Whereas if you do that plus a little bit of extra advertising, you can reach more people, but you have to hit a certain threshold in your budget to be able to advertise like that. So guys like me, obviously, I'm not going to be sending out flyers. Why? Because it's not in my budget. B, gas in here. Holy smokes. When it's really hot out, I leave the little tab on the gas can open. It gets a little bit powerful in here. Smells like grass clippings and two-stroke. Yeah. But the last thing I would say is that, these little Facebook marketplaces and town enthusiasts, like he's like, as soon as the storm hits, I have a chainsaw. If anybody has any branches down, let me know. And I'm sure that probably just got him 10 jobs right there. You know what I mean? Now, mind, he's like me, he does all kinds of stuff, but he also does like plowing in the winter. He does skidding. He's got a skidder. He's got everything, right? But these little pickup jobs. I was talking to the kid at the store. He's not a kid, but young man at the store, in the neighboring town at the gas station. He was like, "Yeah." I told him, I said, "Yeah, it's crazy this year. You get a bit of rain and it throws you off from one customer to the next, eh?" Like, I do have a pickup day, but I've kind of leave my pickup days for my buddy Paul and I.